around the corner, pretty easy to get to. Now, the water fountain on your right-hand side is from 1910. You're not only looking at a regular old water fountain, historic one, but you're looking at the very first of its kind in the country because it combined running water with electric lights. Water and electricity, combining the two to make a fountain. Water and electricity, the combination was a shocker for a lot of people in San Diego. In fact, it was a truly electrifying experience, that's for sure. Now, I know it's revolting, but there's no extra charge to hear it. Just remember that there's always positives and negatives to every side. Now, when it comes to the Gaslamp Quarter, though, as I mentioned, there are 93 historic buildings of the Gaslamp dating into the 1800s, and each one has a brass plaque on the doorpost that tells you the history of it and of what number of the 93 they are. One of those 93 historic buildings are coming up on your left-hand side. If you're here tomorrow, I definitely recommend checking it out. But on your left it says Palace Pawnbrokers. Palace Pawnbrokers today is a pawn shop, but back in 1882 it was a gambling hall. And I know what you're thinking too, man. There's no difference between the gambling hall and a pawn shop. Same, exact same thing, different name. I understand. Hear me out. It was owned and operated by famous Wild West legend Wyatt Earp and his wife Josie. Now, after the OK Corral shootouts, Wyatt Earp wanted to be a businessman, make some money in San Diego. He heard all about Newtown. He heard about its blossoming economy, and so he wanted to be a part of it. He comes over to San Diego from Arizona on a horse-drawn wagon, and with his wife, he is now officially here and making 4 gambling halls. He owned 4 gambling halls total here in the Gaslamp Quarter area. And his wife, Josie, was also making money too, because everyone during this time could make money. In fact, she was working on 5th Avenue, one street to our left behind all of the buildings. And I can't actually say what she was doing on a family-friendly tour. I'll just hint at it. She was a speed dater. She really enjoyed learning a lot about people as quickly as possible for a nominal fee. If you hear the bell, go to the next man, basically, is how it was. So everyone here was making money and having a good time. Nowadays, this is the Gaslamp Quarter, 16.5 blocks filled with bars, restaurants, and old buildings, 93 total, as I mentioned. So a lot of really cool things to check out here. It is much more family-friendly nowadays, so don't worry. The Wild West is far and gone. However, I will say, on a weekend, even on a Sunday, if you come out at night, you're going to see some interesting behavior choices in the nightlife of the Gaslamp, especially on 5th Avenue, one street to our left behind all these buildings. So we're coming up to our next stop here, the Gaslamp Quarter. It's on 4th and Island, so just keep in mind if you do hop off, the majority of streets except for one, Market Street here, is just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Every street is alphabetical and numerical order, so we are on the number side. We have 4th right now, 3rd is to the right, 2nd, and then 1st. We have 5th on our left, 6th, 7th, all the way up to the 20th. And then we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, all the way down on the cross streets. So kind of think of it like a bingo card. We are currently at I-4 on the bingo card. On your left-hand side, this yellow building, by the way, on your left, this yellow building, this building here is a museum, and it also has the only map of all 93 historic buildings of the Gaslamp Quarter. So if you're looking for a map of all the buildings, that's the only building to go and get it. And that is the William Heath Davis House. So welcome to the Gaslamp Quarter for anyone wanting to hop off.